Hi everybody, welcome to your practice. I'm Raquel. Today I'm going to share with you a few of the stuff that I do in my home practice, which involves a lot of standing stuff to strengthen the legs and the glutes. And this is a more challenging little sequence, so if you're up for it, let's do it. We need 2 blocks and a strap today. So let's just warm the hips up. One pose, usual pigeon pose. Hands on the floor. And then you bring your right knee just behind the right wrist. Your right shin comes forward as much as you go for that external rotation. And for today, bring the left forearm on the floor and the hand to the knee. With the right fingertips, do spider fingers on the outside of your knee. Press the fingers down and then look over the right shoulder. Maybe you can take a peek at your back heel. With the front knee, reach the front knee towards the hand. With the hand, you resist. Warming up that outer right hip, the glutes. And then release, hands down. Brief down dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Then we do the other side, just coming in and out of the pose. Now it's the right forearm that goes down. You do your spider fingers on the outside of the left knee. Look over the left shoulder. Taking a peek at the back heel. Not underneath the armpit. Over that shoulder. Good. And then from here, release. Hands down. Do your dog pose. Bend the knee. Bend only the right knee. Dig the left heel into the earth. And then you do the other side. And then both of the legs straight. Inhale, plank. And bring your knees back down. Now with the knees down, for more stability, bring your knees together. So imagine, well, you have imagine you're a male dog peeing in the park. So you press the hands down. You're going to keep that relationship of the 90-degree angle between the shin and the thigh. Is you reach the right knee to the right at the height of the hip, and then you bring it down. Notice if when you bring the leg up, the heel comes in towards your butt. Don't do that. Keep the heel out away from your butt. And then down. About 2 more on this side. Should feel like both butts are working a lot. The last one on this side. And then down. Curl the toes, one down dog in between sides. Bend on the right knee. And then you bend only the left. Inhale to plank. And then bring your knees down, knees together. Same thing other side, the left knee out to the left. And then down. And you can do this as many as you need until there's some soreness on the left glute. And then down. Let's do 2 more. Up and down. And then up and down. Go curl the toes, back into down dog. Bend only the right knee, the left heel digs down, and then do your other side. From here, walk the feet forward towards your hands. And then inhale, arms to the side and all the way up towards the ceiling. And hands to heart. Now release the hands. And so find your Tadasana mountain pose with the feet hip width apart. And then with the right leg, reach the right leg to the right. You go into lightly step on the leg. Keep the trunk nice and upright as the left leg goes up. So you're really squeezing the outer left butt. Our lateral stabilizers here. Keep the left toes pointing dead ahead. And then you're going to bend the standing knee and lightly step to the left. Same thing. Spine stays long. And then you're engaging those hips. And then slowly side to side. I feel them burning right away. Then notice that you're not doing this. It's not the pose, right? Even though the trunk will deviate a little bit to the side, you try to keep the spine long as much as you can. So the hips will shift. We want to feel like those butts are burning. Just a couple more each side. You can totally use your arms for counterbalance. Going side to side. I like to do this facing a mirror. The gym that I go to, there's a mirror. So I like to see, it's very helpful to see what my body's doing in space. Good. And then from here, we release. Now grab your 2 blocks and place the blocks the long way, like one long next to the other long, towards the front of your mat. And for this one, the blocks are actually optional. If you already know balancing is super hard for you, do not use the blocks. If you have foam blocks, no, there's going to be more challenging. If you have cork blocks, a little bit more stable. So I have the left heel on the first block, the block that is closest to you, and then the ball of the foot to the other block. And do like a mini warrior 1 stance, like a warrior 1. And then the arms forward and up. The trick, the goal for today is to do everything slow so that the outer hips really need to work. So slowly reach the arms forward and then alongside of the body as you launch yourself forward into your warrior 3. It can be a mini warrior 3 to start. I have extra squishy blocks, so this is super challenging for me. So that standing leg is gonna waver. Have the palms facing the earth, back to the arms reach up. And then the same way you came in, you're gonna come out. So bend the standing knee. And you slowly go back. Back heel touches the earth, inhale the arms up, warrior 1. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart. Okay, let's continue the same leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms forward and back behind you. Shift into your warrior 3. We didn't give that leg a break on purpose. Point the top toes, reach the toes back towards the ball behind you. Flip the palms to the floor and then to the side so the thumbs are going up towards the ceiling. Now guys, bend the standing knee. You're going to hesitate here. As the right leg wants to go back, with your trunk you lean forward. The right leg wants to go back to warrior 1, but then you resist. And then notice that standing hip having to work way more. Just one more breath. And the back foot finally touch down. Oh. Inhale the arms up. And then hands to heart. Release. Oh, give that leg a shake. And let's do the other side. So now it's the right heel that touches. The ball of the foot is there. Find your mini warrior 1 stance. Inhale the arms up. And then slowly launch yourself forward and back as you do your warrior 3. It's the first one on this side. It doesn't have to be dramatic. And again, if the blocks are making things extra hard for you today and it's just too much, you can ditch the blocks. You slowly bend the standing knee and go back to your warrior 1. Arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Same leg. Inhale the arms forward and up. As you exhale slowly, you step onto those blocks. Reach the arms back. And maybe find your deeper expression of warrior 3. Maybe that trunk comes a little bit more forward. We're all going to look different doing this. Doesn't matter. And let that standing leg waver. You go side to side, especially on squishy blocks. Now you bend the standing knee. You try to go back into warrior 1, but you resist. Tug of war here. Going back and forward. Back and forward. Totally fine to use the arms. And then slowly, the back foot touches the floor. Oh, inhale, arms up. And long exhale, hands to heart. Release the hands and we get out of there. Give the front leg a shake. And now remove the blocks from your mat. And this is just for fun. Stand at the very middle of your mat. Shift all of the way to the left leg and bring the right knee up. So again, always using your arms for balance and then straighten the leg. Try to keep this leg super high. As you bring the right leg to the right, you lean the trunk to the left. And as the leg goes back, guess what? You're back into Warrior 3. So now that you are in this Warrior 3, allow the trunk to move down and then the top leg to go up. Save some juice because we have to get out of this shape. And then come up. You lean the trunk to the left, the leg goes to the right. And then slowly, the leg comes all the way forward. Inhale. And you release it down. Other side. Shift away to the right leg now. The left knee comes up. Point the toes. Keep it nice and straight. The leg goes to the side. You lean the trunk a little bit to the right. Keep the leg high. Keep it high. And once you get to your Warrior 3, establish the Warrior 3. We inhale. As you exhale, maybe lean a little bit more forward. And then we're going to try to come out of this shape. You lean the trunk to the right, the leg to the left, the leg forward, and we release. Give it a shake. Now we're going to play with Bird of Paradise. So grab your strap. We didn't warm up the shoulders, so the point is really not the bind. The point is us keeping the outer hips super strong and super engaged. So hold this strap with your right hand and then find this Tadasana pose again. You're going to bend the knees. The left hand is going to come through the legs and it's going to find that strap. So this means our weight is going to be on our right leg first. So try to bend the knees and walk the hands as close as they'll go. And again, totally fine to keep a long stance between your hands. And then you shift your weight to the right leg. You keep looking down. You engage the right butt. And then slowly, you bring yourself to upright. And again, not about the shape, it's the coming in and out. So slowly, you bend the standing knee. And you land the sole of the left foot to the floor. We're doing this 2 more times. Stay in the shape. Shift the weight to the right. Slowly bring yourself up. Let the standing leg do the work. And then back down. With control, don't collapse. And then last round, shifting the weight to the right leg. Slowly hug it in. Maybe give yourself more space on the strap so it's easier for you to be upright. And in the same way you came in, we're going all the way back down. Right on. Oh, all the way up. Take a breather. Now hold the strap with the right hand. You're going to bend the knees and bow forward. And then the left hand is going to come behind you and then hold the strap. Start to shift the weight to the left leg as you slowly bring yourself up. And then you bend and all the way down. Just noticing the effort in the transition and breathing through this. Weight to the left leg. And you come up. Maybe extra breath. Bend the knee. And all the way down. Last round. Shift the weight to the left leg. You bring yourself up with control all the way back down. Good. Once you get down, release the strap. Bend the knees. And sit down. Let's give those hips a break. Left shin on top of the right shin. Press the fingers down, lengthen up. And then start to walk the fingers forward any amount until you feel the top hip open up. One thing I like to do in this shape is to sway side to side with the trunk. See if you like that. Now walk the hands all the way to the right, so away from that top hip. can even drop the head and the neck for a moment and reach the left fingertips a little bit more further out if it's available to you. Last inhale. Then you slowly walk yourself to center and then up, lean back, switch the cross of the legs. And again, if you're doing double pigeon and then your knees all the way up, you're always welcome to bring the shin in front. It's the same pose. Lengthen up first, you go a little bit forward, and you swing side to side. And the next time you swing to the left, all the way to the left. Spider fingers, you walk the right fingers a little bit more further out. And then walk the fingers all the way back to center. And then up. Good. Now, soles of the feet together, knees apart. But instead of bringing the heels very close to you, bring the feet away from you. So the feet are very away from the pelvis. And omega pose. And hands can be in front of you again as you bow forward. Different way of opening. And then if your head touches your feet, go for it. Another thing you can do here is just go side to side. And from here all the way up. Last bit. Right ankle on top of the left thigh. And then allow the knees to fall to the left until you feel that right butt. And then up. And then one more time, swing them to the left. So having strong legs, strong glutes, all of that helps to stabilize the pelvis. It helps you with more challenging balancing poses in the Warrior 3 category. And then any type of poses that you need to balance in one leg. So all that is super important. And then let's switch. The left ankle goes on top. Swing the legs to the right. And then up. And then the right again. And you're welcome to do even more hip openers after this if you want. Good. And then we release. Then just sit up, legs crossed. Feeling those hips, the glutes. Feel the work. Fold the palms. And thank you for practicing. Namaste.